Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Yasmine Simone, and today's video is going to be this everyday makeup look. This is the look that I usually go for when I want to like take pictures or like whatever. It's really easy to me. I think it's pretty beginner friendly. Make sure you subscribe down below. We are almost at 100K. Hit the like button and make sure you turn on the bell so you don't miss any other videos that I upload. Now let's get into the video. So first, I've been using this primer. It's the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. It's super hydrating, and hyaluronic acid is really good for acne, and I recently have been getting a lot of weird breakouts. My breakouts are no longer here, but I think honestly, like using this primer might have helped because my breakouts are gone. So, all right, next I'm going to go in with foundation. I've been using the same foundations for a really long time. This shouldn't be a surprise. I'm using the Juvia's Place foundation in the shade Rio, and I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear foundation in the shade 4.05. And this is a little bit dark and this is a little bit weird. It's like light and yellow. So I mix them together and it gives me the coverage that I want. I just take this little brush, mix them on the back of my hand. So it probably looks super light on camera, but I promise it all like evens out. Very full coverage for sure. I'm blending this out with my beauty blender, and I'm using very gentle motions. One thing I noticed that I do sometimes, I can be a little rough with my blending. You don't want to like pounce too hard. You want to be very gentle so that the makeup doesn't look so, I don't know, you just want it to sit very nicely in your skin. The next thing I'm going to do is highlight and contour. So I've been using this lipstick to contour actually. It's by Mented Cosmetics in the shade Dark Night. This lipstick is a very dark brown. It's just a little bit too brown for me. I'm not really a person that wears dark lipsticks, so I use it to contour. I'm gonna hit my jawline, my cheekbones, my nose. I also do my forehead. And the fact that this is a lipstick, it really makes it creamy, so very easy to blend out. You see how easy it's just blending out? Like super easy. I feel like contour sticks really aren't formulated to blend that easily, so that's why I really like using this lipstick, because lipsticks are meant to be creamy. I like going with concealer after the contour just so I can like pretty much correct any like darkness or whatever. It just is a lot easier to me to do it this way. Oh, I'm using this Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the color Dark 40. This used to be one of my favorite concealers, and I just started using it again. I love how yellow it is. I love yellow tones so much. Chisel out my face with the concealer. Again, I'm being very gentle when I'm blending all of this out. You really don't want to be super rough. I'm gonna spray my beauty blender because it gets dry when I, use it for everything. I'm gonna use this Colourpop Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid setting mist and just make sure my beauty blender is nice and moist. And just blend out this concealer. I'm actually gonna go in with another layer of concealer, just like a thin one, because I like a very concealed under eye. Lately I've been liking like a light under eye. I don't know why. Take a teeny bit of this Huda Beauty concealer, and I think the color is like Sugar Cookie or something. The name rubbed off, but like it's just a really light concealer. And I'm just gonna like dot that under. I really like bright under eyes. And one trick is you never want to place your concealer under your eye. You always want to place it kind of below, you know, where you get bags, and then blend upwards. So that way you don't have a whole bunch of like creasing. It looks a lot more natural. There's not as much product where you don't want the product. It's really annoying to get like makeup in this little crease. I don't know why. I'm gonna take my Blondie powder by Huda Beauty, the same powder I've been using. You guys, I don't really switch up my products like that, but it's just like a nice yellow powder. I'm gonna set my under eyes and everywhere where I just conceal. So I always start on my chin because I feel like I always take too much powder at first. So I'd rather all the powder go to my chin rather than my under eye, and kind of work my way up to my under eye, if that makes any sense. So I always set my laugh lines first, and then I would go up to my under eye. And I try not to set my highlight area too much because I really like for that area to look really natural. So I'm kind of just avoiding it as much as possible. I'm kind of focusing on my under eye. I'm gonna do my forehead. You don't want a greasy forehead. You see how this kind of just still has like a little bit of a glow, like right here? Yeah, that's what I want. Bake a little bit. I always like to bake the sides of my nose because it gives me a really small nose effect. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with my Sephora Micro Smooth powder in the shade Tan. And I'm using just this fluffy brush. I think a face powder is very crucial to like a flawless face. Like it really just helps to tie everything together, if you know what I mean. I don't like to let my bake sit too long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and brush it away gently. Oh, my eyelid is not set enough. I'm gonna take this True Complexion Contour palette from Black Radiance. This is the medium to dark one. And I'm gonna take this shade right here to contour my nose. I like contouring my nose before my eyeshadow. I don't know why, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. So before I start my eyeshadow, I'm gonna spray my face with the spray, and I like to just let all the powders kind of like melt into my skin while I'm doing my eyeshadow. It smells so good. It smells like coconut and it smells so good. This is the base that I like. I like when it's like still glowy but also very well set. All right, so for my eyeshadow, I'm going to take this Molten Drama palette by Bobbi Brown. A little messy, but I really use it for this color, and I love these shimmers at the top. For my crease, I'm gonna take the same color that I use to contour my nose, and I'm going to use that in my crease. These are very powdery. That's the only thing I hate about this palette, is how powdery the colors are. For my like everyday makeup, I like to keep my eyeshadow really simple. I don't want to do too much. And I'm actually gonna bring this shadow into my nose contour like this. So it kind of like all blends together. For my lid, I'm gonna take this color from the palette. It's like a very, it's like a brown, like a light goldish brown. This color is not super shimmery, which I like. It's just kind of like enough to give you that like pop that you need. The next thing I'm gonna do is I always put my lash glue on my lashes before I do my eyeliner. But by the time I'm done my eyeliner, I can just pop on my lashes, and these are in the style Miami by Lilly Lashes. This is the Duo Lash Glue, and it's the brush on adhesive with vitamins. That's what it says. I don't know about the vitamins part, but the lash glue works really good. Just gonna go ahead and brush it on. Nice little thick layer. I'm gonna take this eyeliner by Sephora. It's my favorite one. It's just the like felt tip eyeliner. I'm gonna do like a little teeny, I don't know. Sometimes I do a wing, sometimes I don't. It just depends. I make a lot of mistakes when I do my eyeliner, so I always just keep my concealer brush on hand so I can like clean up any mistakes that I make. Trust me, I'm not perfect at eyeliner, you guys. Eyeliner is really hard for me too. Lashes are on. I'm gonna go back into this palette and use this dark shade right here to kind of contour my eye a little bit more. I always start from like this part of my wing and kind of go up, and this makes like anyone with small eyes or hooded lids, like it makes your eyes look a lot bigger. But this step is easier to do when your eyeliner is already done. Start from like the eyeliner and kind of go up in like a circle motion, and this makes your eyes look a lot bigger. I have really wrinkly under eyes. Like my under eyes are too wrinkly. I can't do that whole like, you know, nothing on the bottom lash line. I have to put something down here because my eyes are just so wrinkly. Like my under eye is really wrinkly. I kind of like it like this, to be honest. I'm gonna leave it like this, but I might add mascara later. I'm gonna use this brush. It's a Morphe M527. And I like taking the brush in the palette like on the side, and then you start in the crease of your face and kind of do this. You have to be careful with this though, because this palette can get kind of muddy, so be careful. If you really want to contour, you can go into the darker shade and kind of like focus it in your cheeks. I'm gonna go back into the brush that I used for my powder and kind of blend out what I just did. For blush, I'm gonna take this blush by Colourpop in the color She's in Bold, and it looks like this. It's very pink though, which is not usually my thing, but it's really cute. I'm gonna pop it on my cheeks. And I also add it to my forehead. I kind of just put blush everywhere. I don't know why, I just do. I like that this blush doesn't go like super, like if you like dig in it, it's not gonna look crazy. Like right now I'm like digging, and it's still giving me a very natural amount of blush on my face, which I really like. And for my highlight, I always respray the area that I'm gonna highlight, just so that it's like you know, extra wet. I also like to spray my highlight brush. The brush that I use is a Morphe M501. I have pretty much always used this brush. This is the highlight brush. You need this brush. Spray the brush as well. And what you want to do is you kind of want to wait till your face is almost dry, and then when it's like literally about to be dry, that's when you want to apply your highlight. Your highlight's going to stick so beautifully. I'm going to use this. This is my Laura Mercier highlight in the color Indiscretion, which I've been using this for a hot minute. I'm almost dry. I don't know if you guys can tell. Come on, a little bit more dry. Because if you wait, if you put your highlight on when your face is too wet, it's gonna like lift up your foundation. So this part is really tricky. You really wanna, it's better to make sure your face is more dry than more wet, is what I'm trying to say, because you just have to be careful. And then I go in and I like tap, 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 tap. I like to tap first and then kind of start with this motion. So as you can see, it's super duper duper glowy. I go on my upper lip. I don't know why, I like doing it. And then I also go on my nose. So I'm gonna take this teeny little brush. It's very small. And I'm going to apply it to my nose. This can make or break your nose contour. You wanna make sure you get very skinny. The skinnier the line, the skinnier your nose is gonna look. Also like to go in my little inner corner and apply some of that. It just gives you a very pretty look. It just looks super cute. Then I go back in with my blush brush and kind of blend this all out. Make sure that there's no harsh lines. Take my lip liner. This is in the color Dark Brown. It's by Kiss. And I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. Now I'm gonna take my favorite gloss at the moment. It is the Fenty gloss in the shade Hot Chocolate. I need them, if Fenty, if you're watching this, I need you to make this a full-size gloss. Like, I am almost out of this. This came in like the little holiday package where you got like the 5 minis. This gloss is so cute. I love it. The final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this look down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.